Hello everyone, I'm Astrid and this is another broadcast live stream on Facebook. I said I was going to do one at 5 o'clock today, Greenwich Mean Time from the UK here in England. So welcome wherever you are. And I'd like to just go over what we talked about in the last two broadcasts, or live streams. I should start calling them live streams because that's what they are. And that was, we talked about the thumb, and in the second one we talked about the index finger. And I just wanted to do a little recap on what the thumb and the index finger are about, and then today we're going to move on to the middle finger and what the middle finger is for and what it can help with. And also I wanted to start with something that one of my favorite Jin Shin Jyutsu instructors talked about, and that is that he said, and this was Jed, he said that feelings create movement and attitudes create stuckness. So attitudes create stuckness. Now let's think about that for a moment, because I have mentioned the attitudes before. So the attitudes are worry, fear, anger, grief, and efforting, as I like to call it, or Mary also called it trying tos. But I think efforting is something that Littlefinger depicts in our modern day society, which is efforting. And these are attitudes, and when we have a feeling of worry, then we understand that we can hold our thumb and that we harmonize this feeling of worry before it becomes an attitude and a stuckness. So the problem isn't when you feel worry, fear, anger, grief, and efforting. The problem is when you get stuck in worry, fear, anger, grief, and efforting. So it's a slightly different, it's a very different feeling about it. It has a very different feeling about it, you know, experiencing worry, fear, anger, grief, and efforting, and being stuck in it. And that's why it's so important that we become aware of how we feel. And when we know how we feel, then we can do something about it. We can hold a finger and move through it, harmonize it, and then harmonize through those feelings before they become these attitudes. And so the thumb, one of the things that we talked about was the elements that correspond to each finger. And I just wanted to recap that the thumb is the element of earth. So if you need to be grounded, then hold your thumb, okay? Hold your thumb, because that brings us gently back into the present. If we need to be grounded, if we need to be nurtured, the thumb is where we go to feel this. When we hold the index finger, the element of index finger is water. So we talked about, or I talked about the element of water in the body. When there was too much or too little, you could hold your index finger to balance that out, to harmonize, okay? So that's the element of water, the index finger. And so the function of the thumb, and we're going to talk about the thumb, the function of the middle finger as well. The function of the thumb is the surface skin. So if you have any surface skin issues, hold the thumb. And the function of the index finger is the muscles. So if you feel tense in your body, relax the muscles, hold your index finger to relax the muscles. So it's As simple as that. Really, really good stuff. So someone was asking last time, someone left a message asking, is there an overdose of doing self-help? Can you overdose? And the answer is no. But so when we practice on when a practitioner gives a treatment, the guideline is that we only practice for an hour. So the treatments don't last more than an hour. But when you do self-help, there is no limit. You can do self-help all day if you want. Now, that's not to say that you might notice reactions. If you do a lot of self-help, you might feel a bit tired. You might have reactions to things happening in the body. So it also behooves us to know how much is enough. And this is part of the awareness, because you can become very addicted to self-help. I do a lot of self-help because I just love doing self-help, and whenever I feel a bit sleepy, or I feel a bit of a headache, or I feel a bit of this, or I feel a bit of that, then I always know to go to the body or to go to the fingers to release that and to work with it in the moment. So I do a lot of self-help because it's just our natural way of dealing with things as they come up, and that's the beauty of knowing self-help, is that you deal with things in the moment rather than waiting, and you can help the body in the moment, so then things don't become a bigger issue. And your day is very different when you have pain than when you don't. We all know that. And it's just wonderful to feel that empowerment that you have when you can work with your fingers, when you can work with self-help to get rid of pain in the moment. That's one of the most wonderful things about Jin Shin Jyutsu, and I am constantly amazed at how quickly it works. It can work, especially in acute situations, and I've talked about acute situations versus chronic situations. So something that happens very quickly, one can correct it very quickly. When you have a chronic situation, things have gone deeper, things have taken a long time to develop, and it can take a bit longer for the body to kind of get the picture of how things need to correct themselves or repair themselves. So when I have a client who's got a chronic situation going on, it sometimes takes a bit longer to get them back to normal, as to harmonize them. Okay, so I hope that answers your question. You can't overdose doing self-help, but do be aware that if you have something going on that's been going on for a very long time, you can have some reactions. Okay, so basically, let's talk about the middle finger. The middle finger is what a lot of people call the great harmonizer, and it's interesting to find that it's sort of in the middle between the thumb and the index finger and the ring and the little finger. So it harmonizes every which way. So the thumb holding the middle finger harmonizes all elements in the body. And the middle finger is the anger finger. Sorry, I don't mean to upset anyone, but if you feel like doing that, then instead of thank you for the likes, that's encouraging. As I say, I didn't mean to upset anyone, but it's a great way to illustrate that if you feel like doing this, then basically you need to hold your middle finger. Okay, so middle finger is for harmonizing anger. Middle finger is also, it relates to the gallbladder and the liver energy functions. So cleaning out liver and gallbladder is always a great idea. Harmonizing liver and gallbladder, helping liver and gallbladder energy functions is always a great idea. And the element, this is very interesting, the element of middle finger is no, the function of middle finger is the blood essence. The element is all elements, okay? As we said, the element is, it harmonizes all elements. So the function is blood essence. So middle finger is really, really useful for harmonizing the blood, regulating the blood. So if there's high blood pressure, if there's low blood pressure, I found that it's very useful for harmonizing that. And I have a great story about a student of mine who came on a self-help course, and she was highly pregnant when she came, and I saw her a few days afterwards, and she came into my office and she said, what can I do again to harmonize my, because I have high blood pressure, to harmonize my blood pressure? She couldn't remember what to do, and I said, just hold your middle finger, because she'd had a checkup and her blood pressure was really high. So the next time she had a checkup, she'd been doing her middle finger and her blood pressure was normal again. So that was a really nice story about middle finger, holding middle finger to harmonize the blood pressure. So high or low blood pressure, hold your middle finger. The middle finger is also really useful for the eyes. When you have sore eyes or tired eyes, it's really useful to hold the middle finger. And actually the action that overloads the energies related to the middle finger, or the action that overloads the energy of the middle finger, is reading. So if you read a lot, or if you're stuck in front of the computer and your eyes are sore, well, the action is that you're reading and your eyes get overloaded. So to help harmonize the eyes being tired and sore, hold your middle finger. Now, a lot of people ask, which one? Just grab a middle finger. You know, I tend to start with the left hand side, but don't forget to do the right hand side as well. So either one is absolutely fine. Okay. Let's talk about the action for the thumb, or for the energies relating to the thumb and the energies relating to the index finger. The action that overloads the energies of the thumb the action is sitting. So when you sit, you're overloading the energies of the related to the thumb, and that energy is related to the spleen and the stomach. So sitting could make you feel bloated, could make you feel sort of a bit heavy, could slow down your digestion, etc., etc. So holding the thumb when you have to sit a lot is a good thing to do. Standing is the action that overloads the energy related to the index finger. So you could have sore feet, or you could have sore legs, or you could have all sorts of symptoms from standing a lot. So holding the index finger helps the energies that are overloaded by the action of standing. Okay, so we've got sitting, index finger standing, and middle finger reading. So those are three very important actions that, and we'll talk about the rest of the actions in the following live streams for the ring finger and the little finger. So there's a question here about self-help for depression, and I've mentioned that in the first live stream. I mentioned a self-help for depression. The easiest way to do self-help for depression is to hold is to place the fingers in the center of the palm, okay, center of the palm. And also the main central exercise is very helpful for anything to do with depression, feeling low. It's nearly like main central is a reset, for all the energies in the body, all the 144,000 energy functions in the body. So when you revitalize the body, when you revitalize the whole being, it helps to bring back joy to the whole being as well. Okay, so revitalize your body, revitalize your being, and help bring back the joy. So I hope that answers your question. So when we're talking about the middle finger is just a really, really great helper for the exhale and the inhale. And you can be very specific about how to help the exhale, the energy moving down the body, the exhale, letting go, so that you can receive that in-breath, receive the in-breath, pure energy, but first you've got to let go, okay, in the exhale. Exhale, let go, receive, inhale, receive pure energy. And the inhale is the ascending energy. Descending energy, exhale, ascending energy, inhale. So to exhale, to help the exhale, what we're looking to do is we place our thumb. So I'm working with my right hand on the left middle finger. So what you do is you place your thumb on the palm. Where are we? So your thumb is on the palm side of the middle finger, okay? So you're going to take your thumb on the palm side of the middle finger and you're going to wrap your hand around the middle finger and then relax the hands. So what this is helping is it's helping the descending energy, it's helping the exhale energy, it's helping us let go. So let go so that you can receive that pure inhale breath, pure energy. Okay, so this is the exhale, and this is one of the 8 mudras that Master Jiro Morai practiced when he healed himself of a terminal illness. And this is one of the finger positions. Mudra is a finger position that we have to thank Jiro Morai for, Master Jiro Morai. Now, if you want to work on the inhale, the ascending energy, the inhale, then your thumb goes on the back of the middle finger, like that, and then you wrap your hand around the palm side of the middle finger, just like that. Okay, then you're working on the inhale. So you've worked on the exhale, first the exhale, let go, so that we can receive pure energy in the inhale. And that's basically what Jin Shin Jyutsu is about, is harmonizing the exhale and the inhale, and the exhale and the inhale, and the exhale and the inhale. It's as simple as that. Now let's see. Hello everyone. So, and that's what we're doing. We're doing the middle finger, exhale and inhale. And Master Jiro Morai had a lot of finger positions. In fact, he discovered more than 680 finger positions, and some of them are so powerful that they are kept under lock and key. I know this was incredible when I was told recently that that there are so many finger positions, mudras, that one can practice that help the whole body. But if you don't know what you're doing, some of them are so powerful that they can cause incredibly dramatic reactions, and the body can't cope with them. So they have to be practiced with incredible humility and knowledge. So these are the finger positions that Master Jeremiah gave us. The 8 finger positions are what we learn in the self-help classes. In day 3, we look at the 8 finger positions, but the first one is really, really lovely for the exhale and the inhale. Okay, so if anyone else has any questions, please write them down, send them to me in a comment, and I will look forward to answering them. Now, we talked about feelings being creating movement. They create movement, and attitudes creating stuckness. Okay, so it's very important to remember that an attitude can become a stuckness, and so we become aware. What I do is I introduce the awareness of Jin Shin Jyutsu, the awareness, becoming aware of when we do feel worry, when we do feel fear, or when we do feel anger. Become aware of what you're feeling. And part of this is getting to know, help myself. Mary Burmeister called Jin Shin Jyutsu getting to know, help myself. When I get to know myself, I can learn how to help myself. So it's the whole thing of Jin Shin Jyutsu is, yes, learning the self-help, but it's about know thyself. Know when it is that I am feeling worry, I am out of harmony with myself, and what I'm going to say now is a big statement, but what happens is that all projects, and I mean projects as in disharmony, illnesses, start on the level of attitudes. So at the level of attitudes is where you start getting the disharmony. So the disharmony starts at a very deep non-physical level, and then it becomes something more physical over the years. And what happens when you become when the attitudes start taking hold, you become stuck. And what happens is literally there is no exhale, or there is exhale. Of course there's exhale and inhale, but what happens is that the exhale and the inhale are not in harmony. And it starts with the exhale, it starts with the not letting go. Because when you can't let go, you can't receive pure energy. You can't feed your whole being with pure energy. And when the exhale and the inhale breath are in harmony, there is no disharmony in the body. And that's a big statement, I know, but we can get to that place simply by becoming aware of our breathing. And this is what we do in yoga, this is what we do in lots of other modalities, and this is what we do in Jin Shin Jyutsu as well. Because when we focus on our breathing, the exhale and the inhale, it has been proven by research that your heart will slow down and your body will be fed. Your body will be fed what it needs. Your body will clean itself. Your body will work better. Your heart will calm down. Your heart will beat slower and more rhythmically, etc., etc. So it has been proven by research. And someone asked Mary in a class ages and ages ago. Mary Burmeister was Master Jiro Morai's most dedicated student. Mary Burmeister was Japanese American, and she met Jiro Morai in the 1940s. And Master Jiro Morai asked Mary, would you like to take a gift back to America? Because Mary had gone to Japan to learn or teach Japanese, I can't remember, but she met Master Jiro Morai, and she was going back to the States, and Master Jiro Morai said, would you like to take a gift back? And she said, yes, sure. So she became one of his 3 dedicated students, and she studied for a very, very long time before she even started giving people treatments, and she was incredible. And so someone asked her, and actually Mary Burmeister, we have Mary Burmeister to thank for the self-help, the simplicity and profoundness and beauty and the incredible gift that she gave the world with her simple self-help, her profound self-help. So anyway, so someone asked Mary, so what self-help do you do, Mary? And she said, I become aware of my breath, of 36 breaths every half hour. Wow. That sounds really simple, but you know how difficult it is to become aware of your breath every half hour, 36 breaths every half hour. She was in harmony. If she was doing that, she was definitely in harmony. To become aware of 36 breaths every half hour, that's pretty good. I'm too lazy for that. I have to admit, I'm too lazy for that. So my way round that is that I hold my thumb or another finger, and then the breath becomes harmonized. I do it the other way round. I become aware, but to a certain extent, I just do it the easy way round, rather than having to think of my breath. The way I do it is that I hold my finger or thumb, and then my breath becomes harmonized. So think about it. If you want to meditate, and you like to meditate, close your eyes, hold your thumb, and just let the meditation come. Again, I'm too lazy. I'm too lazy. I just like things really, really easy. I'm afraid that's the way I am. I like things easy, and I like things to work fast. And Jin Shin Jyutsu does both of those for me. So when I feel that I want to go into a place of meditation where I want to let go, I just close my eyes and hold a finger, or, practice self-help. And then I go into a space of no thing, because that's what meditation is going into a place of no thing, is going into a place, easing yourself into a place where the mind just has a break. And it's a wonderful place to be. A lot of people ask me, well, what do you think about when you give all these treatments and, you sit there for an hour after hour after hour treating people? And for me, it's a timeless experience. I sit there and I am just listening. I am just listening to the wonderful pulsation of the energy coming through my hands, and I go into that space as well. So it's I love doing treatments because it's just a wonderful it's a wonderful place to be, because you just be. You're not doing, you're just being. And it's lovely. And that's what holding a thumb or index finger or middle finger allows you to do. Any self-help to improve eyesight? Yes, I've just mentioned the middle finger. The middle finger is really useful for the eyes. So the eyes will be helped by middle finger, holding middle finger. And exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, regulating, harmonizing the exhale and the inhale will do that. Okay? And also for the eyes, the self-help for the eyes is crossing the arms and placing the hands on the upper arms, like that. Crossing the arms, placing the hands on the upper arms. That will help the eyesight. That will help your eyesight. So sadness, we're going to deal with sadness next week. I'm going to talk about the ring finger, but the ring finger is grief and sadness. So hold your ring finger for grief and sadness. And someone's asking here how to reduce high cholesterol. The best exercise, self-help exercise for high cholesterol is the main central. So the main central is on my website, flowsforlife.com. Have a look at the index down the side and look up main central exercise, source of life exercise, or main central, and it shows you the exercise. I had a letter from someone saying that they had high cholesterol and they were doing their main central every single day, and then they went back for a test to test cholesterol, and the doctor said, wow, you know, that's really good. Keep doing what you're doing because your cholesterol levels are really good. So it's in the daily practice, okay? It won't be a quick fix. You have to do it. You have to do it every day. If you're working on a project, you're working on a project. You know, it's something that you're working on a project. So do your main central every day, and that should help reduce high cholesterol. And of course, keep monitoring it, and you know, change your diet a bit. Be sensible, okay? Now, there's someone here asking about hiatus hernia and rheumatoid arthritis. Those are serious labels, and the best thing is to see a practitioner. But if you don't have a practitioner around, then a great starting point is to do the Trinity exercises. So main, central, ascending and descending energy via the supervisors, and the mediator exercise, the crossing energies. So those are the three exercises that would help on a day, to do them on a daily basis, and even holding each finger every day for 3 to 4 minutes every day. So on my website, flowsforlife.com, have a look at main central, have a look at the supervisors. They might be, I think they're listed under the ascending energy and descending energy, but I'll put the link below after this live stream, okay? So those three exercises, because you've got to clean out the main energy pathways of the body, and those three exercises will do that. They will slowly, eventually, you'll start feeling better, you'll start looking better, you'll start finding the joy in life again, you'll start cleaning out. So it's all about cleaning out, and then after a while, you know, after a few days, after a few weeks, whatever, depending how long you've had these, you will start feeling that the symptoms start reducing. But you have to practice these exercises every day. Okay, you're working on a project. That's what it is. Projects are fun, Mary said. Projects are fun. Fun. You know, they're not problems, they're projects. You can work on projects. So every day, work on that. Okay, so someone here from Germany, electric weather, thunderstorm coming, pressure in head and nausea. I've had that too, and it's very uncomfortable. Electric weather, pressure in head and nausea. Yes, yes. Okay, I talked about pressure in head. Okay, nausea. I think I'm getting the first thing on my website. Again, I'm referring to these exercises because they're on my website. I think with something that dramatic, what you want to do is go to the emergency hold, which is the holding the inside of the knees. This is the energy site number 1, and it is for emergencies. So it'll get the energy moving from the top of the head down to the toes, and from the toes up to the head, and it keeps the energy moving, So that's the first thing, is to help that dramatic, help to soothe that dramatic change. Okay, so get the energy moving, go to the inside of the knees and just hold until you feel relief. And if you don't feel relief, then so you go to the inside of the knees and then do the crossing of the hands on the forehead. So cross your hands and put them at the top of the forehead. You do this, but you cross your hands like that. Okay? Do that. So go up here, get the energy moving through the head, release it, and then bring it down, place your hands on the groin, halfway down, and then go back to the inside of the knees. Okay, keep it moving. It's all about moving energy. It's all about moving energy that is stuck. Okay, so over the last, how many years? Nearly 20 years that I've been practicing Jin Shin Jyutsu, I've got really good at moving energy. And it's really exciting. So you can learn how to move. That's what you're learning to do, is how to move energy, how to move it, how to clear it, how to correct it, how to repair it. And it's really exciting because all you need is your own 2 hands. It's wonderful. It's lovely. So I think that's all for today. Lovely to see you all, and I'll see you all next week. We'll talk about the ring finger and a lot more. And if you have any questions, please post them or send me an email as astrid@flowsforlife.com, and I will look to answer them next week. Same time, 5 o'clock, Greenwich Mean Time, from the UK, England, and I'll put it up as an event. That'll be self-help. Let's do some self-help, number 4. Okay, so lovely to see you. Have a lovely weekend, and see you next time.